you defend without fouling. This team is #1 in the league in free throw attempts. Banchero is
in terms of offensive defensive rating, but they turn it over through the hands of Quentin Post. A little show and go. The delivery to Draymond. You've got chance point,
so they can have some issues there here and there.
Banchero is 6'10". The pace that Kalena talking about, changing their offensive profile. Shot clock at 2. Well, Pope trade. Banchero again with that strength, and Butler. Moody attacking Tyus Jones. Draymond corner 3. He always leads the league in assist-to-turnover ratio. Wendell Carter's worked on that, valuing the ball. It has been the season-long story for the Warriors.
But Postman so willing to set screens. The unselfishness doesn't just come with passing. Desmond Bane makes one last year. There's some improvement, but not as much as they would like. If he would shoot it better, they'd do better.
Steph Curry, they go on some dry spells from deep. Tyus Jones, he only averaged with that made 3.
Well, Anthony Black drove in there. Everybody's so focused on it. Steph Curry gets
passing Jones. Shot clock down to 7. Tyus Jones on a give and go. Desmond Bane, good strength, good shooting, and rattling that one home. And so Skip Powers been going in and out the last several days. Steph cutting back door. Beautiful.
I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to go back door.
Bane for 3.
The shooters and clog up the paint like Banchero was trying to do there.
Bane will pick
that Potts had there is the right idea. You want to break the paint as much as possible. He relied on his mid-range some this game as well. He hit a mid-range jumper not too long ago. The last time we saw this team, Jason Richardson.
That's where you want Black to live. Soar inside. He's still work in progress shooting the ball.
Wow, the GP! You can do is look up in the sky after that.
We talked about him soaring inside and right for 3-on-3s. Don't have Jalen Suggs to
as many fees as you can. GP2, there you go. Points.
Paolo Ben trying to run their ball screen action. 3 creators with Podziemski, Melton.
Those connectors. He can play off of those guys.
He may have to double Banchero though. Podziemski will pick.
Like to throw. Was dominant in football first before he was a basketball player. He was a quarterback.
Again, second youngest player ever to do that in NBA history. Some LeBron James. Steph dropping it off to Jimmy, and okay, you're getting there yet, but they're passing well inside. Speaking of inside, Banchero able to finish the hill,
and he can handle or set like you just saw there. Where he rolls to the basket. Touched him there. Test the rule that they changed, but it was a foul.
No, yeah. You build some credibility. If you do it all the time, then coaches are like, now the pass. And they cycle it for the open 3 and bottomed. And
he's a shooter, man. Over 40% from three-point range.
Jimmy Butler spoon feeds. Good things happen.
He caught him off guard. Jimmy Butler came off of that cutter.
Jimmy down the lane.
Okay, you got to be efficient. No, that's big time. Like when you get a stop like that, this is where watch the middle.
Here's Richardson. Looking it up and in. One of our all-time favorite Warrior players.
Big time calling his father's footsteps. 53% for three-point range. He is kind of a 3-and-D guy. There's Wendell Carter Jr. He loved him much better.
Now Spencer and Will Richard. Stop for 3. Other good things. Right down the lane, flipping it up.
Him and Franz Wagner and Caleb Houston in Michigan.
That's Spencer. Logan Batazzi have checked in. Along with Noah Penda. That's Spencer. Good scouting report, but he's a great defender.
That's it.
Payne, little floater. In pocket 7. Will Richard springs free.
Wants to help the helper a little earlier.
And Will Richard picked up a foul there. Hitting post open 3.
The leading paint point team.
Ozzy throwing the lob, and
so
Isaac has had 103 games missed with the plethora of sports.
Okay.
There's Sarah High School's in that too, by the way, so I'm biased. Missed the layup. Batazzi got the rebound behind the backboard and then tipped up and in at the...
They just flow into something after ball screens, after split action that you just saw there.
Team for 3-point land in the NBA. And Steph Curry.
Step, that'll get you inside. Used it there.
Bane tapping it out. Richardson couldn't
took a beat there.
And then found Steph cutting. And GP2.
Just initiate movement out of that. The defense is going to have a tough time.
Richardson wings 3. Big rebound.
His ankle just a little bit. He's going to let adrenaline take over now.
Isaac for 3. He gathered. He's moving better. Curry in the corner. And Rakinovsky speed dribbling to Moody open corner 3. Steph is 1 of 6. The Warriors are 2 of 14 from deep. And that's what Steph did, growing up with Dell. This good to Draymond.
Defender Anthony Black was there, but step around him. Draymond can do that too, especially when he's a
great offense, great defender. Made him give it up. Anthony Black out of the corner and pop down the lane. Moody will rock into a 3 and drop it in. He was looking for Steph. Podziemski 3. He got it.
taking a beat. They're taking their time. Not looking to make home run plays.
Got him with the body, and it's like, okay, where's Steph? And then it's just, okay, take a breath.
The defensive team, the more physical defensive team against the Magic. It's a mindset thing.
And then Moody coming to get the loose ball. And then Moses taking it back in.
Shot in there. I mean, the Magic don't know what hit him here.
Nice. Trying to watch the replay with Tyus Jones.
Yeah, he just elbowed.
He elbows Pat Spencer in the face.
Their points of emphasis was the hold the line thing last season. And it call it that way, and then also the guys get elbowed in the face, and you still call it on them. But I was talking about the 10-second chance points for the Warriors and what Jimmy Butler did that last season. How the Warriors are sometimes they're third in the league defensively, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way because they're.
And Carroll will launch a three himself. Rebounding midway through the second quarter. Carroll using that strength, but that's her quickest man to the ball.
Another chance.
Out driving. And Carroll, he's got the size and the skill and missed the layup. Got his own. Tyus Jones knocking it away from Spencer. And Carroll again, right to the rim on the three-point shooting. Butler on Wendell Carter, and he'll go.
He's cream and brown. It doesn't get any more swag.
That has not happened very often this year. Jimmy Butler inside
In his zone.
and then running it back against the larger Magic, and the Anthony Melton getting an action with the defender retreating.
Oh yeah, you just keep going. You don't want to let him off the.
Steph and Steve.
Yeah, they've had a nice run on Dubs Talk. I want to let you know, fan base. Let you know what I'm thinking. Back in this zone.
Tyus Jones with 7. I mentioned he only averages 2.6 a game. Steph Curry missing names in a row with a 3. That streak has not been 6 yet. And Curry came for the ball
as well. I'm always giving him credit because, I mean, he has one of the So sometimes you are going to get punched on. You got to just keep playing. You can get Podziemski cutting on the other side of the basket.
Wendell Carter just threw Podziemski to the ball.
He took a swipe at it. He probably had a bad angle.
Jimmy Butler.
Pods go where Wendell Carter went swim move and looked like he threw him to the ground.
Jimmy, your second chance points. You're doing great on the glass.
Bench points.
And you just hope. Ways Butler went for that steal. Good play by Banchero. And then right down the lane.
That's a problem.
Pounding Steph into Tyus Jones. Main driving. Nice finish.
But it was just such a long closeout.
Who has this lead at halftime? So you're going to be okay.
Make it finish. Yeah, tough finishes.
And you mentioned getting into the ball in all those clutch games. And just, that's the way the season's going to go.
And such is life.
On one or the other. Carroll on Draymond and just enough. Defense there. Then Draymond slips it. Steph rewarded him. Draymond, nope, I'm open. He's going to find me.
Draymond's like, I got hands. I can catch anything. Free throw. Draymond wants to give his son DJ a win for their birthday.
Carter gathers for 3 and drops it in. 6 of 11. Butler found Moody to put it out.
Here, someone else is going to move. But in the presence of mind of Moses Moody to cut and move.
Yes. Curry comes out of the pack, throws it ahead. Touch pass to Draymond. Trying to get Bane, and Podziemski and Moody denied Bane. And Carroll swing. Podziemski 3 on the way. The threes, and that's 3. Bane driving, Bane flipping it, and the Warriors come up with a relentless D, being challenged tonight by Orlando.
Yeah, that's simple. More.
I can cycle it all the way around. Curry around Banchero, little floater.
They got moving.
And Carroll to the mid-range. Yeah, he's not going to settle for that. Moody's had a good scoring half.
It happens so much. That time, Moses Moody's defender just hesitated and stayed as they knocked.
Steph and Draymond working together. Draymond down the lane. Payne all the way with them hemmed up on the other baseline. Post rolling. And Banchero. 6'10", 250, hammers it well and setting up Anthony. The math's got to work out. Draymond laying it up. Don't let him pull the trigger. He's back down the lane, setting up Carter. Blocked by Moody, and he stayed. Those offenses much better this year than a year ago.
They're the most improved offensive team in the league.
Draymond fine on a turnover, and that's
Fighting hard to help the helper.
if he wouldn't have fought, he would have put close fouls on. So that tight game throughout.
Yeah. And this shows you there's other teams that's going through it. All these road trips.
Steph knocks down a skip pass. Wendell Carter drops into Banchero. Big to big pass. He's been manning the middle for so much, but watch that. Podziemski misses the
Tough shot for Pods.
this time. He missed the three.
Relentless attack in the basket.
Curry a deeper three.
Okay. He's nailed all the traffic there. Got a little handoff, and Desmond Bane just ran into Moody.
Bane set relocate. He's hit 2 threes in a row. How hot is he? He's hot. And Carroll to the mid-range. Pods with the shot clock at 3 from the foul line. Good Warrior ball. Backed away. Moses Moody, he's pulled down.
Rhythm with this lineup.
Moody 3. Good look there, and Trace. DP2. Oh, he waited for the body.
But the fact that they forced 9 turnovers for 11 points is kind of big because the Magic are top 10.
Carroll, top turn, fade. Save the day. Curry, an open 3. Been special. Galena went out on a limb, said he'd make a 3. He's made 3 of them. All in the draft in 2022. $239 million extension. This Xfinity Wi-Fi, so good I pay for it.
Yeah, you sound salty.
It's not, but it's the same price for fun. CP2 is
The fact that the Warriors have made 14 free throws.
They're solid. Scan the QR code if you need to. Yeah, CP. Get it to Ben Carroll. Now Black's going to soar down the lane and flip it up. Yeah, he was fouled there. Ends up being a turnover. Chase Richardson out in there. Curry flipping that up and in. He's Black, another 3. He's but from his knee, he's found Melton. And Melton 3. Melton, what a beautiful steal. Curry in on Richardson. Lob to Garrett. Anthony Black. Out to Ben Carroll. Richardson. Spinning, fading, firing, short. Butler. Look at Batazzi. He played the D. And look at Podziemski get on the deck again. Break it up. Anthony Melton.
Throw in there, but you still have a lot to think about.
Clinton Post, that last year's rookie. Tazi and Thea. You got Nicholas Skims-Villi as well, but Zaza's not.
How his Mencayo is always nothing easy. And Sabrina Ionescu is up there too.
Podziemski on the Taze. Jimmy Butler's got a bail him out of it. Orlando can go 2 for 1 here. Richardson. That's moving. Butler leading the team. Podziemski at 3. 10 seconds to work with. Pods driving. Time to shot, no problem. Oh, there we go. Oh, quick post and dunk it. Curry and post up top. Moody, open corner 3.
And set that ball screen. Find Moody in the corner.
Steph knocked that away. On the floor. He's batting to the advantage. Quinton Post to show and go. Flips it up and in. Turnover that away. Plus 20 in his 22 minutes. Curry missing that. Apollo wheels in with that strength that Guy Santos played him. Had a stave skip pass to Richardson. Bane breaks the paint right down the lane and couldn't. I think it's good things have happened. Is Podziemski's 22 years old. This is year 3. We just see the Tasmanian Dendos.
Like the fact that the Magic haven't crushed you from the free throw line.
Bane post says no rebound. Quinton will have it blocked. Stays with it again and lays it in. Carroll on the shot clock at 5. Bane down the lane. Podziemski's there, and it's a good fit.
Yeah.
Seen him make 3s when he was in Memphis all day. Curry from the Ferry Building. You and I both like, no, that's not going to happen in the second half. Black is fouled.
Too much.
And then 6 of 13 here in the second half because, oh, by the way,
You think about the Magic giving up a 19-point lead to the Jazz in their last game. They know.
Podziemski deep 3. It's his now.
17-8 now. Second chance points in favor of the Warriors.
And Carter for 3. 1-point game at halftime. The Warriors executing in the second half. Grace had that in Carroll, sizing up TJD. Gonna wheel in the lane. Podziemski's there, and then a block from playing in the Western Finals.
Exactly.
Okay, and you know what they added? They added DeAnthony Melton.
You have to ride the waves, not get too up, too down.
That's Spencer Quick. Moody driving and flipping it in. Desmond Bane, nice finish. Butler's got to make something out of nothing. That's pretty good D Black right there.
You're going ISO, but you want to keep your movement.
Anthony Black. Spencer shot clock at 5. Cool cutting Jimmy Butler.
Basket.
The Warriors 30th in the league in points in the paint. And Carroll missing that.
Long ago, nothing easy inside. Foul guy. You have to.
And that's fast.
Missed the free
point. And I'm not hurting anybody. Give a hard. Of course. One out of Anthony Melton with the long reach and deflected that. When you look down, you never make look down taking a three.
Not a lot. You throw yourself off.
Paul Spencer attacking inside. Isaac is there. Podziemski with a sidestep three. Podziemski just pulls the chair. Head to fell down. Game missing there in 24 minutes. Moody, pump fake still work. Moses Moody. And Moody with a block. Moody nearly hit the deck. Then they were bailing him out. Missed that three. Post has 11. The holiday season. Elton inside. Postal tip it home. Tips it down the lane. Rimming it in. Just like Draymond. In and out of the hands of Trace back to Pat Spencer. Skip pass, but 3 of 9% on threes tonight. And nope. That's the problem. ACL tear, an abductor tear, a hamstring, ankle, knee, and back issues. Warriors.com or 888-GSW. Where are you going to be for Christmas? I'll be here. Cheering for the Dubs. That's Spencer, three, rimming that out.
Dumb hard no matter what.
Buddy Hield, things at 15 and 15. Ready for Dallas on Christmas Day. Only 5 in the first half. Trace on Isaac and TJD. It changes everything. It does. It is future. Third opportunity. There's the three for Buddy. And he knocked it down. Hendet threes. I like taking care of the ball. Pat Spencer was going to dunk going into college.
Yeah.
Okay? He was 5'4", 120 pounds. And now
All the amazing assists, all the amazing goals, and then just switch over, pick whatever.
5 seconds. It's all Warriors. The 9 and 4 at home. They won